This is the Cuisinart TOA-60 Air Fryer Convection Toaster Oven. I've been using it for a couple of months, and I'll share exactly how it's fit into my cooking routine. I went looking for an air fryer that could do more than one trick. I didn't want another gadget that takes up space and gathers dust. I wanted something that could toast breakfast, handle weeknight dinners, and still make the crispy fries I crave. I was honestly unsure if a combo oven like this would be strong at everything or just average across the board. From my experience, it's much better than I expected. Key features that matter to me are the 7 functions and the simple knob controls. The function dial covers air fry, bake, broil, warm, toast, plus the convection versions of bake and broil. Convection means there's a fan moving hot air around the food, so it cooks faster and more evenly. Air fry is basically high-speed convection with stronger airflow to crisp the outside of food without soaking it in oil. The temperature dial goes up to 450 degrees F, and the 60-minute timer has auto shutoff. There's also a toast shade selector, which is helpful when I'm making breakfast for a group and want the same level of browning each time. In my opinion, the size hits a sweet spot. It doesn't crowd my counter, but it still holds 6 slices of bread, a 12-inch pizza, or a small chicken. It comes with an air fry basket, an oven rack, a baking pan, and a crumb tray. That's enough to swap between tasks without hunting for extra gear. The stainless steel finish looks clean and is easy to wipe down. The inside is straightforward to clean too, as long as I don't let grease sit. I usually soak the air fry basket for a few minutes and use a soft brush. The crumb tray slides out so I can dump crumbs before they burn. The first thing I tested was toast. I can fit 6 slices, which is great when friends stay over. Once I dialed in my preferred setting, it turned out even browning on both sides. The timer bell is loud enough to hear from another room without being annoying. I also tried frozen waffles and bagels, and both came out as expected with a quick shade adjustment. Air frying is where I use it most. From my experience, frozen fries come out light and crispy at around 400 degrees F in 12 to 15 minutes, shaking the basket halfway. Chicken wings get a nice blistered skin without extra oil. I give them a quick pat dry, season them, and air fry around 400 degrees F for about 20 to 25 minutes, flipping or shaking once. Vegetables like Brussels sprouts and cauliflower get that roasted, caramelized edge in less time than my big oven. Air frying doesn't mean zero oil. I toss veggies with a small amount so the seasoning sticks and the texture is better. The fan is audible, but it's not too loud. It just sounds like a strong convection oven. Baking and broiling have been solid. I've used bake for salmon, chicken thighs, and small batches of cookies. It heats up fast, so I'm not waiting 10 to 15 minutes like I do with a full-size oven. I usually give it a 3 to 5 minute warm-up for baking, then slide in the food. For broiling, I use it to finish steaks with a crust or melt cheese on nachos. If you're new to broiling, think of it as high direct heat from the top that browns fast. I keep the rack higher and watch closely because food can go from golden to burnt in a short time. The warm function has been a quiet hero. When I'm juggling dishes, it keeps food hot without drying it out. I've held pancakes while cooking eggs, or kept roasted veggies warm while I finished a protein on the stove. It's perfect for keeping dinner on schedule when someone is running late. The learning curve is mild, but there are a few things I had to figure out. It runs a bit hot compared to my wall oven, so I often set the temperature about 25 degrees F lower or shave a few minutes off recipes and check early. Rack position matters more than I expected. I use the middle for most things, top for broil and lower when I want gentler heat. When air frying, I don't overload the basket. Crowding reduces airflow and leads to soft results. A light, even layer gives me the best crisp. There are a few trade-offs. The knobs aren't backlit and the print can be hard to see in dim light. There's no digital display or presets, so you rely on your eyes and the dial. The timer has a ticking sound. It's normal for mechanical timers, but worth noting. The exterior gets hot on top, so I keep a few inches of space around it and don't place anything on the roof while it's running. On the first use, I ran it empty for a few minutes to burn off any factory smell, and after that it was fine. From my experience, this unit helps me cook faster and with less energy. I'm not heating up my big oven just to roast a tray of vegetables or crisp up leftovers. Leftover pizza comes out with a better crust than the microwave, and fries reheat really well without turning soggy. Cleanup is quicker than with a full sheet pan in a big oven. I also like that it's easy to switch modes mid-cook. If something needs a quick broil at the end, I turn the dial and it responds right away. Key features that keep me using it every day are the fast heat, the versatile functions, and the reliable results once I learn the sweet spots. In my opinion, it's perfect for small kitchens, busy weeknights, and anyone who wants one machine to handle toast, baking, broiling, warming, and air frying. It has replaced my old toaster and most of my weekday oven use. I still use my large oven for big roasts or when I need multiple racks, but this covers almost everything else. I'd recommend this for people who want a single countertop unit that can do a lot without a complicated interface. If you're new to air frying, this is a gentle way to start because you also get a full toaster oven. If you're upgrading from a basic toaster, this opens up a lot more cooking options without taking over your counter. If you care about speed, even browning, and easier cleanup, it checks those boxes. If you need precise digital control, backlit screens, and silence, this may feel a bit old school. In conclusion, the Cuisinart TOA-60 Air Fryer Convection Toaster Oven has earned a permanent spot in my kitchen. It's quick, versatile, and strong where it counts. The controls are simple, the capacity is right for daily cooking, and the results are consistent once you learn your settings. It brings together air fry, bake, broil, warm, and toast in a way that actually makes sense for real-life meals. It's not flashy, but it gets the job done and makes my routine easier. From my experience, that's what matters most. You can view detailed information about the Cuisinart TOA-60 Air Fryer Convection Toaster Oven in the comments section. Thank you for watching.